Woke up at 2 and a heavy dew had fallen. But the inside of the tent's dry. Getting ready to get my coffee going and get heading down the trail. Because I'm finishing Oregon today. Alright, I'm getting going. And today's going to be mostly downhill, which is usually my jam. But it's going to be steep here at first. Over 700 foot of elevation loss per mile. I think in 3 miles I'm going to drop down 2,300 foot. So I want to make good time, but my first priority is not slipping, falling, injuring myself in any way. Haven't made plans for what I'm going to do whenever I get to town. Wait and see what time I get there. Bus schedules, prices. Mount Hood's not far away, and there's a bus that goes there. And Mount Hood has a Walmart and a McDonald's, probably even a Motel 6. But again, I'm going to wait and see how long it takes for me to get there. And then tomorrow, a friend that I met on trail in 2017 is going to come to visit and help me out. Try to set it up to where she doesn't have to leave the dog at home because she had the dog with her on trail. So I know that dog. It's a chilly morning. My thermometer said like 45 degrees, so I'll be rocking the long sleeves until I get too hot. And my poncho is at the top of the pack. It looks like it could rain. Coming from up there, I know I'm harping on this. I think it's significant. The trail goes down there, so coming from over there. And going over there. Coming from up there. And I did mention that I couldn't do this trail in 2017 because it was on fire. This one was caused by people playing with fireworks. Alright, going down there. I've slid a couple of times, but right here, just the ground gave way out from underneath me. Luckily, my backpack broke my fall. And I'm glad that my backpack is so light. Doing this with a week's worth of food would be next to impossible. Still burnt. Came down from there. And I think that's where I would have come from if I had gotten off the PCT right onto the Eagle Creek path or trail. I'm going that way. I'm going to say that's spring fed because the trail crossed on the slope up above and there was no water up there. So I'm going to grab some. I think the steepest of the downhill was in that first couple of miles. Been a few blowdowns, nothing terrible. Coming from up there. Over there is where that stream and waterfall were. I'm heading that way. first part of yesterday and the day before, the trail was super crowded with weekenders and section hikers, day hikers. And then after I passed a certain trailhead, pretty much had the trail to myself, which means that I was eating cobwebs. And that's the way it's been today too. A trail runner just went by me. So I shouldn't have spider webs in my face for a while. Coming from that way. A lot of fireweed around. Just as I had said that about not seeing other hikers, I think I've passed like 3. So I was just in a dead area. Going that way. Coming from over there. Coming from there. And going through there. This is one of those spots that whenever researching trails, whenever I first got into long distance hiking, I can remember. It's iconic. So, pretty excited. We've got this cable here along the trail. It hasn't been too narrow yet, but I have passed some people. There are so many day hikers out here today. I had made a joke with one of them about must have been a traffic jam at the trailhead, and she said parking lot was full coming from that way, and the sun's starting to shine through. Warmed up to 70 degrees, and the trail is dry going that way, and it's noon. I'm not entirely sure how much farther I have to go. The app can make it difficult to tell sometimes. Heading this way, just another great big tree. Hiker for scale. Coming from that way. Going over there. I'm at the trailhead, and it's about 2 more miles down towards the road, and then maybe another mile or 2 to the bridge. Anyway, I got more walking to do. Well, looks like I have a couple of miles of road walking, which also means I'll be putting my thumb out whenever I get a chance. So 2.5 miles. And all these cars going by, there was none of these cars going by while I was on the road. And now, just for safety, this is a bike path. I'll stay on it. So, door was locked. Checked the time, peeked in the window. There's people in there. Looked like the tables still need to be bussed. And then saw somebody run over and turn off the open sign. It's like 10 after 3, and the sign says on Saturday they're open 12 to 7. So, Thunder Island Brewery kind of sponsored trail days. So I'm going to go in there and get a burger and something to drink. That's Oregon over there, but I'm in Stevenson, Washington. I lucked out that I ran into some hikers I knew who already had a trail angel coming to give them a ride to his house over here in Washington. So I was able to get a ride. Hotel's a little bit different. Password for Wi-Fi is breakfast, but they don't offer a breakfast. Anyway, I'm going to get cleaned up and then see about getting a Fountain Diet Coke, getting videos edited and uploaded, and getting my devices charged. So, not a cheap room, but affordable for the area. And it's not bad. So, get to doing the things I need to do. And no bathtub. There's room for one. Anyway, I'm going to get rested up, get my devices charged, and my videos uploaded.